So ladies and gentlemen, there's this particular saying that says, the youth are the future. But that saying is completely irrelevant because if we can be brutally honest, the future is not looking bright at all. It's completely dark as hell. And why am I saying that, if you may ask? Well, it's simply because what we perceive as the future leaders of tomorrow, they are so deeply immersed in brain rot. Distractions are doing as they please with them, like literally mopping the floor with them. Their lives are completely governed by distractions. Distractions like, playing video games all day and, obsessing over social media, constantly, volunteering for mediocrity, constantly auditioning for mediocrity. And after that, point fingers to the government and blame them for their misery. We are so distracted, our minds are so polluted to such an extent where we subconsciously, neglect ourselves, lose touch with ourselves. When was the last time you gave yourself enough time to do some self-evaluation just for you to see whether you are being progressive or not? I mean, when was the last time you isolated yourself from the world, from your phone, and sit quietly in the room by yourself with your thoughts? The fact that you can't recall proves the whole point. Phone addiction is a global problem that needs to be salvaged before things get out of hand than they already did. Phone addiction is as effective as any normal drug. We have more zombies than we have leaders. And this is a global problem that needs, our full attention, because we are living in a competitive world where it can be so unforgiving for those, individuals who are less capable, who don't have, any value to offer to the world, who don't have, vital skills. And trust me, it's not the lack of information. No, the information is there, the knowledge is there to our disposal, but the problem is that we see no value in it. Therefore, we don't see a need to prioritize it. And that kind of a mindset is the one that has led us in this current situation that we are in today. The majority of the youth are struggling simply because they find no value in educating and refining themselves. And that's one of the reasons why they far rather pay for the entertainment than purchasing a book, a course that can tremendously change their whole entire life trajectory. But at the same time, we can't blame them because they were not taught about the prominence and the vitality of constant learning, educating yourself and refining yourself. They were not taught about all of that. That is why they are, constantly submitting and, subscribing to the reality that they're exposed to. And that's one of the reasons why they get influenced so easily. That's one of the reasons why they get, distracted so easily, because they were not taught. And the solution to this problem is that we need to change the mindset. We need to change, we need to adapt, a new way of doing things. We need to make education fun again. We need to make, learning and, knowledge, a necessity simply because it is. If only we can do that, then the future will be bright. Remember that we can't twerk our way up to education, to knowledge, because there's only one way that proved to work. And that is constant learning. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to start inspiring change upon your life. So before you click off, I just want to let you know that there's an online course that I've created where I talk more about how to change the way you think in order for you to see drastic changes in your life. So if you are interested, all you really need to do is to click that link in my description, and that link will take you straight to my Telegram. And from there, you'll be provided with the necessary information on what you need to do in order for you to view the course. So hopefully, I will see you there. So guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.